Hello, I'm Dr. Joe Pojman, Executive Director of Texas Alliance for Life. Welcome to this week's TAL Update. The Texas Legislature convened in mid-January and it will meet for the next 20 weeks. What should the pro-life goals be? We believe a major goal for the legislature should be the Human Life Protection Act, Senate Bill 391 by Senator Angela Paxton from McKinney, and House Bill 1280 by Representative Giovanni Capriglione from Keller. A complete ban on abortion, beginning at fertilization, that will go into effect when and to the extent the Supreme Court reverses or modifies Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood v. Casey. In the last 2 decades, the progress Texas has made towards protecting unborn babies has been nothing short of breathtaking. At the recent Texas Rally for Life, pro-life Governor Greg Abbott described the Lone Star State as a national leader at giving every child a chance at life. That is so true. In the last decade, abortions in Texas have plummeted from 77,000 in 2010 to 57,000 in 2019, a 20,000 drop in yearly abortions. However, since the 1973 Roe v. Wade and 1992 Planned Parenthood v. Casey Supreme Court decisions, the reality is that a state's ability to ban or even regulate abortion is severely restricted. Our legislature's hands are severely tied. That is the terrible and tragic reality. The Supreme Court precedent does allow states to ban abortions of babies who are viable, babies who can live outside their mother's wombs. And Texas has passed 3 laws to do this. Most recently, the 20-week ban in 2013 in House Bill 2, a bill Texas Alliance for Life strongly supported. And that law is saving hundreds of lives each year, we believe. However, Supreme Court precedent does not allow Texas to protect unborn babies who are not viable. Consequently, more than 57,000 abortions still occur every year in our state. We are hopeful but not certain that the Supreme Court, now with 3 Trump appointees, may be willing to take a fresh look at Roe and Casey, unencumbered by precedent, and give legislators more latitude to protect unborn children before viability. Do we need more laws to challenge Roe v. Wade, for example, with a heartbeat ban? No. There are 60 state pre-viability abortion bans and regulations in the pipeline. The court may use any of these to revisit Roe and Casey, including, for example, a Mississippi law banning abortions on non-viable unborn babies beginning at 15 weeks, a clear violation of the Roe and Casey precedent. With all this in mind, one of our top priorities for this session is the Human Life Protection Act. If the Supreme Court changes its precedent and allows states to protect non-viable unborn babies, Texas needs to be ready with a new law to ban abortion to the extent allowable under the new precedent. The Human Life Protection Act is that law. Under the Human Life Protection Act, any person who performs an abortion, except to save the mother's life, commits a first-degree felony. Any woman on whom an abortion is performed or attempted may not be prosecuted. 10 states have passed nearly the same law already. Regardless of what the Supreme Court does with other states' laws, the Human Life Protection Act would immediately afford the same protection to unborn babies here in Texas. For example, if the court ultimately upholds Mississippi's 15-week abortion ban, or another challenge to the viability standard, the Texas Human Life Protection Act will go into effect to the same extent. If the court upholds a heartbeat ban, our law would automatically ban abortion to that extent. Here is a brief video Senator Angela Paxton shared about the Human Life Protection Act after filing the bill on January 22nd, the anniversary of Roe v. Wade.
Hi, I'm Texas Senator Angela Paxton. No matter who you are, you and I have something very important in common. We both got a chance at life. I've lived my whole life in such awareness of this because I also know that I might not have gotten that chance. My life began as a very unexpected pregnancy, but I got my chance because my birth mother chose life for me. Every life matters, every life. But in 2019 alone, more than 56,000 Texas babies didn't get their chance. In 2019, more than 3,000 Asian babies, more than 21,000 Hispanic babies, more than 15,000 Black babies, more than 14,000 white babies all lost their one chance at life to the tragedy of abortion. Abortion is not health care. The medical purpose of an abortion is a death. Every abortion ends a little human life. Every abortion stops a little beating heart. Studies tell us that most women realize they're pregnant when their baby is somewhere between 8 and 20 weeks along. At 8 weeks, their little heart is beating. Every organ is present. They have little hands and feet and fingers and toes. Every little baby deserves their chance at life. The baby isn't the only one who suffers irreparable harm in an abortion. Many women who undergo abortions have no idea that they've just significantly increased their risk for ovarian cancer and other cancers, for future miscarriage, for depression, and a whole host of other issues. Today, I filed the Human Life Protection Act, which would go into immediate effect in Texas, contingent upon a decision by the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade or significantly alter current abortion law. This legislation can effectively put an end in Texas to a multi-billion-dollar predatory industry that targets women for profit at one of the most incredibly vulnerable times of their lives, when they're contemplating, sometimes feeling very alone, one of the most significant physical, mental, and emotional alterations to the trajectory of their lives: the responsibility and impact of becoming a mother. This bill will close the doors of an industry that counts on coercion and is a pathetic partner to people who exploit women through sex trafficking. This bill is only one step toward addressing a very deep and complex situation that reaches to the core of human dignity. A step that creates a firewall of protection from the exploitation of abortion. I'll be introducing other legislation this session that meets women at this critical juncture with practical, compassionate, real solutions. Legislation that will hopefully initiate a new day that moves us past the dehumanizing practice of abortion and opens up a real conversation about how we as a culture can replace death with life and offer real help in the face of the uncertainty created with an unexpected pregnancy. Every life matters. No baby deserves an abortion, and every single Texas woman deserves better solutions than abortion. We can do better in Texas, and together we will.
Senator Paxton, we wish to also thank Representative Giovanni Capriglione for authoring the bill in the House. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you again here next week.